Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chelsea. You know that, I know that. I'm just a lady with a camera, bulldog, and too many opinions. And today we have opinions about she-moms of TikTok. And no, today we're not talking about Adriel Sigler or Ash Trevino. Today we're talking about Megan Gower.
Girl, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out.
Before we get too far into this video, which is about one of the many topics and people that really just grinds my gears, you know what also grinds my gears? How expensive amazing smelling perfume is. And that's where our sponsor for this video comes in, which is Dossier. Dossier is fair priced luxury perfume. Dossier's premium and quality scents cost anywhere from about 70% to 90% less than the luxury designer perfumes that they are inspired by. My personal favorite, as you can tell by it being almost empty, is their fruity almond. I'm obsessed. And that is inspired by Carolina Herrera's Good Girl. Now, like I said, this one is my favorite, and I am traveling next week for a little bit over a week. That little bit is not gonna last me. And I started freaking out when I started making my little packing list today. So I was like, oh my God, I'm not gonna have time to order another one. Well, don't you worry, girly pop, because Dossier perfumes are now available in CVS. And everyone has a CVS right around the corner from them, right? Or like, not too far. So thank the Lord for Dossier not only sponsoring this video, but also for having fair priced luxury perfumes right around the corner from you. Go to the link in my description box to check out Dossier perfumes. And thank you again, Dossier, for sponsoring this video. Now, Megan Gower is someone who had quite a adequate, not giant, not huge, but a following on TikTok. She also owns a small business, and there's a whole bit of controversy with that. But she has two stepchildren, I believe two stepchildren, and then two biological children with her husband. And she was on live stream the other night on TikTok live. And you know what? As a mom myself, one thing that's wild is that, and hey, maybe it's just the environment that TikTok breeds. People just think that it's okay to do whatever on social media, on live stream, it's wild. So Megan Gower was on a live stream and she was getting ready for, or getting her kids, her family ready, whatever, to go on a family outing. And her little daughter, she's probably 6, 7, came up to her and was asking her to open this little like case that had like a bracelet making kit or like bracelets or something in it. And she got mad at her. And then her son was in the room too. And she was being nicer to the son, which is just like so hard to watch. All of it's hard to watch, but just the way that this woman treats her daughter. So let's go ahead and watch two snippets. If I can find more, we'll watch those two, but two snippets from that live stream right now.
Can you open this?
What is this? Absolutely not right now.
It's right.
What the fuck is it? It's the girl. This is bracelets. We don't have the time for that. We can do it tonight.
Can you just open it?
No, because you can have that shit everywhere.
No, I won't. Open it. Give me it.
I'm not opening it. I'm not opening it.
Then I'll open it.
Go ahead, try.
I can.
Okay, period. Get out of my room with it.
Riley, not right now, baby.
No,
I'm opening it.
I done told her no.
Honey, we're going to.
Riley, you're drinking.
Don't start, Riley.
Girl, I will smack this motherfucker upside your
Give
head.
me my light.
We're
I'll take
going
it
to
back.
Monster Jam.
Give me it. Give me it.
Get out of my room.
Give me it.
Touch me again.
Mommy, touch me again.
Get out of my damn room.
Look at that guy.
Yeah. I'm so glad you're so nice and like your motherfucking sister.
You're the one who ruined it.
Get the hell out of my room.
You get out of my room.
And you're not going no fucking where. Get out.
Yeah.
Who said? Who said?
That's
Who?
it.
Because I'll drop your motherfucking ass off.
I told you she wasn't going.
You won't go nowhere.
Mommy. Mommy.
Ha! Ungrateful ass motherfucking kids.
Now that's not it, obviously, unfortunately. But as just like a human in general, my heart breaks for this little girl and how she's being treated by her mother. It's not only in my opinion. This is all just my own opinion. I'm not an expert. I am not the authorities, much as I'd love to be the judge, jury, and executioner. I am not. I'm just a lady with a camera and opinions. Hello. But in my opinion, if someone was to speak to me like that, I would see that as emotionally abusive and alluding to physical abuse. If you are going to threaten someone or your kids and say like, I'm going to beat the shit out of you, you've most likely beat the shit out of them. And I'm not, listen, you can say like joking things to your kids. For instance, when I'm joking around with my nieces and nephews and, you know, they're acting up a little bit, I'll look at them, I'll say, I will put you in the garbage can. I'm obviously not going to really put them in the garbage can. I'm not going to do that. However, it's funny. And a lot of times it'll like kind of snap them out of it or whatever, because they'll be like, oh my God, what did you just say? What are you going to do? But that's a joke, clearly. Now, saying I will beat you upside the head with an object is not a joke, not funny, spooky, scary, threatening, illegal. So that's horrifying. And like I said, if you are threatening that to your kid, you've most likely done that. And hey, we can sit here all day and have the argument of like, oh, well, spanking is different than like, you know, like pow pows is different than actually abusing your child and hitting your kid. We could sit here and argue that. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. The point of it, physical discipline is to like scare your kid. And I don't want to do that. No. Any kid I've ever known that has been spanked still acts out just as shitty. How about we talk about feelings and consequences instead, right? And not send them off to inpatient treatment in another state. Totally didn't happen to me. So I think that that's what she's doing, and the audacity to put that on the internet, but then to just sit there and like act like people are haters or to like completely justify it, and just her shitty attitude is wild to me. So wild to me. And I think it is scary that that is what she's comfortable showing. So then it's like, holy crap, what's happening when the camera's off? That is insane.
Is she your bio? Yeah. Sadly. Why are you talking to your kids like that? You ain't heard nothing yet, baby. Can you get over here so I can do something with your hair, please?
Yes, Daddy won't.
Sorry. It's karma for being rude. Come here, let me see you. My handsome boy. You're so cute. Be still!
Why does it look like that?
That's what it looks like. No, if you run by and slap me one more time, I'm literally gonna sit with you in the head.
No!
Pick your head! Get
Ow!
Get off the sink! Oh my god! You're not
Stop
going.
pulling me.
I will yank you bald headed.
I just shave her anyway.
I'm about to. She ain't gonna have no fucking hair. Turn your head!
Okay, she's lying.
You're literally making shit fucking complicated for no fucking reason.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You're deliberately doing shit. I will literally.
Anything.
We will stay here. You trying to get
I'm
me?
not
I'm
doing
just fucking.
anything.
We will stay here. We will go nowhere.
What am I doing? Getting lost.
We're going to Monster Town. Maybe you probably learn how to fuck. You're gonna get the real deal. This is how it is. On live, off live, bitch. I don't give a fuck. What?
Somebody likes my hair.
Nobody fucking said anything about your hair. It's to the side. Stop looking.
It's on the side.
Ooh, you finna be bald headed. I'm gonna shave your shit. You ain't gonna have no motherfucking hair to do. Be still.
I'm passed out.
You're not. You know what? I hope it burns you. You wanna move so much? I hope it burns you. Have four boys. You don't want no fucking girls. Let me tell you. You don't want this. Don't talk. Don't talk. No more. While I'm standing right here, don't talk no more. No.
Why?
You know what you can get? An ass whooping.
No.
Parents, they did cancel the ball game because it's pouring down rain. Pick your head up. Girl, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out.
Even her saying, oh, you haven't seen anything yet, like blah, 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 blah. And it's like, what do you, so it does get worse? So you do worse things? Why are you talking to your kids like that? It's so damaging and so sad. And when your kids are that young, again, I'm not a child care expert or like a child development expert or anything like that. But hey, I have been one. I have been a child. And your everyday actions and what you're doing day to day, that's their childhood. I was talking to my husband about this the other day and I was like, you know what's terrifying is like little things and like habits we have and like things we do and say to our son who's almost 2. Like this is his childhood, and like little things we do and say here and there could like traumatize him, or it like forms him into like the human he is growing into and the human he's going to be. And it's just so crazy how like little things can have such an impact. And being someone who is going to not only talk like that around your kids, but then like talk like that to your kids and then also put that on the internet in general is so freaking scary and wild. Like the audacity to like, clearly you don't see any problem with how you're acting and you're saying that it's worse off camera. Like I'm sorry, I'm like talking in circles and it's just so scary and so frustrating and I hate that for her. Now after this, I assume she was reported so many times. Her TikTok was taken down. I believe it was banned. And then she did make a second TikTok or a backup TikTok and she did make an apology video.
I'm on here and take accountability for the things that I said and did yesterday on my live. Nobody deserves that, especially my children. Unfortunately, I have some very dark, deep-rooted things inside of me that I have been working to heal for the last 2-ish years, and some of those things still come out whenever I am triggered. I am not a perfect mother. I have never claimed to be. Unfortunately, I was very triggered yesterday. I was very overstimulated and I exploded. And before you look at me and say, oh, I get overstimulated too and I don't snap out like that. Okay, well, I don't know what to tell you. I'm so happy for you. I'm working towards that.
So let's stop her right there. There's 30 more seconds. But if you are overstimulated, why are you still on live? Get off of live. And of course, being overstimulated can look different for everyone, but I don't know anyone who would, when you're overstimulated, still be on live stream and still be engaging with that. And if you have been working through it, and I can't recall my brain, sorry, if she just said that she's been in therapy, but that's what I assume she means by she's working through it. But if she has been actually working through something, how about when you're overstimulated, you look at your spouse or whoever, or your kids who are old enough to understand, maybe not like it, but understand like, hey, mommy needs 10 minutes. Mommy needs 30 minutes. Mommy needs a timeout. You know how many times when my husband gets home, I say, I'm gonna go hide. I am gonna go hide. And I do. I go lay in bed or I come in my office and I just sit here. Or sometimes I'll go sit outside if it's nice. But if I'm touched out, if I'm overstimulated, I literally put myself in timeout and will go calm down and get away from everybody. Because sometimes when a 2-year-old is screaming in your face, you just need to go hide if there's another adult watching them. But that's not what happened. She continued to snap at her daughter and say emotionally abusive things towards her and threaten physical abuse. However, she wasn't acting like that towards her son. So that's insane. And then also her husband was being awful too, just like out of frame. So was he also overstimulated? Does he have the same excuse? What's his excuse for being shitty? Does he have deep-rooted trauma? We all got trauma, girl. We all got trauma. Your kids don't need to be subjected to your abuse because you have trauma. Insane. Listen, I understand that like you can do certain things in the moment or say certain things in the moment. I've said things I regret and that I like later, come to terms with, and I'm like, okay, I didn't mean that. But I don't think that that's the case here. I think that because her main account allegedly got banned, I think that's why she's saying this, so that she can attempt to recover and start over with her social media following. But that's gross. And like she was saying, my kids are well cared for. They are loved. They know that they're loved. You don't treat someone that you love like that. You don't say, I'm going to beat the shit out of you. I'm going to smack you upside the head. Like you don't threaten violence to someone that you love, especially a child, anyone, but like especially your child. Just like the ego and like the attitude that she had and like how she was just like her attitude and how she was like justifying her actions and what she was saying. And even just saying like, if you move your head again, I'm going to burn you. And it wasn't even like, hey, if you stop moving your head, like you're going to get burned. That would have been understandable. I've literally said that to an adult. Like, hey, stop moving your head. Like if I'm curling someone's hair or something, or if my kid's being crazy, I'm like, hey, you're going to get hurt. You're going to hurt yourself. That's not a threat. But the way she said it when she's crimping her daughter's hair, that's a threat. If you keep moving, I'm going to burn you. Like, okay. It's the inflection. It's the cadence. So like I said, she started a new account and I hate that people are following her. But then again, like TikTok followers mean nothing. And I'm not saying followers aren't valuable, whatever, like, meh. But no, TikTok followers mean literally nothing. I hardly ever post over there. And I have like, 40,000 followers over there. And it's just all recycled content. And I literally don't post, but she has a lot of followers already again. And it's like, on the other hand, it is gross that people are still following her, but people could just be following her for the show. Like before Ash Trevino got banned, I was following her to keep up with the show. And a lot of people might be following her to be like notified of when she goes live. So I do understand that, but a lot of people don't understand that. And they might take it as like, oh, well, people are still following me, or like, oh, I was able to build it back up. And it's like, girl, that's not for good. That doesn't mean you're not an awful person. But I am thankful that the internet is doing its thing and seemingly not letting her get away with it.
You know, the fact that she already made a new account and has already gone live on it, her live being called Let Them Hate with 17,000 viewers, makes me believe she ain't sorry for shit. She's not sorry for shit. And I'm not saying I've never cussed at my children, because absolutely I have. They are 20 and almost 16 years old. But I have never, ever said that I was going to beat their ass or give them a reason to cry, or sarcastically, when someone asks if that's my biological child, say, unfortunately. She is 5 or younger. She's a fucking child. And there's a reason why they always say that a daughter's first bully is her mother. This is a prime example. This is a prime example. And this is also a prime example of why you cannot believe all content creators online. And the fact that there's already almost 3,000 people following her new account. Like, why? Absolutely why?
So a lot of people are saying all over the internet, Reddit is what I mean by all over the internet, is that she's like that every single live stream, and that is absolutely heartbreaking. I don't understand how she hasn't had her account banned before because of that. I think maybe she hadn't been called out enough, or I don't know. I mean, sometimes that's how it works. It's just it takes one page in it for to really pop off for someone to get canceled or whatever, right? So it's so sad. And then I also saw on Reddit that people are saying, like I said, that she does this every live stream. She's always like this. And then also that the grandmother of Megan Gower's stepchildren cannot stand Megan Gower and does not want her grandkids around their stepmom, which is Megan Gower. And that apparently there's a court hearing about it, or they have gone to family court regarding custody and stuff like that. And then another thing that I did find interesting is that apparently she had a smocked business, I guess a baby clothes business or something like that. And she had allegedly, I'll find the screenshots and shit and put them up here, but allegedly she had people do a bunch of pre-orders and pay for it, but then she never fulfilled the orders, and people are asking for refunds and stuff, and they're hey, for instance, I ordered a 2T, but this was last summer. Now my kid doesn't wear that, especially within the 12 months to 2T to 3T. Kids are all over the place. My goodness, my little bean boy, I swear, went from 12 months to 18 months to 2T within 6 months, which that's not how time works. It's crazy. He's in 2T and he's not even 2 yet. It's crazy. How many times can I say crazy? About 17 more, thanks.
On top of the controversy surrounding Megan Gower, she allegedly owes thousands of dollars in refunds to her children's boutique she owns. Megan owns a boutique called Mimi & Co. Smocks, and while they have an FB group, it's temporarily paused, so you can't find it by searching it. However, one of my followers who is in this group was nice enough to send me screenshots. It looks like Megan paused the group on April 28th, which basically means no one can comment or post. She started the boutique in 2022 under the name Mimi & Co. Boutique, but in 2024 changed that to Mimi & Co. Smocks. According to the group, she's located in Cornersville, Tennessee. Someone on Reddit even commented, what TikTok doesn't know is that her husband is having to work long hours to pay off her debt. She stole a ton of money from people who pre-ordered outfits from her smocked boutique. She never ended up placing the order, stole over $30K, and went on all these lavish vacations. There's even posts made about her in her boutique and smocked buyer beware groups. This person posted asking people if they had gotten refunds because a ton of people purchased from her wholesale and can't receive their refund. According to her creator account on TikTok, she just made $2,000 but tells everyone she has $16 in her account. Basically, she would run pre-orders of these smocked sets. That's basically where you purchase the item, but the boutique owner doesn't yet have it in hand, and they will ship it out once it arrives. Apparently, she was also taking wholesale orders from other boutique owners so that they could send them to their customers, but she never sent the product and still owes all these refunds.
So I think one of the reasons why she wasn't called out before is because, and I say only, but she only had 122,000 followers on TikTok. And again, you might be like, oh, well, that's a lot. For Instagram and YouTube, that is a lot. Yeah. But on TikTok, like it's not that much for TikTok, right? Anyways, so Megan had deactivated her account. I guess she didn't get banned. I guess she just deactivated it. And then she reactivated it and then deactivated it again. And then again, and it's crazy. So the thing that's wild is that she has been commenting on people's TikToks about her, which is crazy. So on this person, on it's Brittany B84, I guess she had made a previous video about her, and Megan Gower commented and said, "Bore off." I don't know what that means. I literally have no idea what that means. And the girl replied. And then on another video, she had the audacity, you guys, she had the forking audacity to comment with someone who was like talking about it, to comment and say, "Stop using my daughter for clout." Girl, what? Stop using your daughter for clout? How about you stop allegedly abusing your daughter? How about that? The audacity. This woman is disgusting. Disgusting.
Some hard truths as being a stepmom that no one talks about, or they're afraid to say it out loud. You are not responsible for raising that child. They have a mom and they have a dad. Let them raise that child. Being a blended family will take a toll on your marriage and your finances. It is mentally and financially exhausting. I remember asking myself if this was worth it. Did I want to sacrifice my mental health to do this? But at the end of the day, the good outweighed the bad. Truthfully, they are not your child, and we know that. But we're always accused of playing mom. If a man steps up and takes care of a child that's not his, he's a hero. But if a woman does it, she's spiteful and evil. We're not trying to take mom's spot. You're expected not to have a say in your own home or your finances. Your only job as a stepmother is to love that child, guide that child, protect that child, and to love their father. And sometimes you have to create your own boundaries to protect your own mental health and your marriage.
So this type of behavior obviously is disgusting. It's horrible. It's nasty and just inexcusable. I don't care if you're overstimulated. That's abusive in my opinion. But let's go ahead and get a little bit of like internet temperature check, because like it's crazy that there are people who are defending her. That's crazy. Should people also check on your kids too? If you're defending her, I do not understand it. People need to check on you and your kids then too, if you think that that is okay and that is not abusive. That is wow. Wowie. The good news is that it seems like the like general internet temperature check here that I've done, most moms want to fight her. I love that. Yeah, those are definitely the feelings that I got too. I was just like, girl, let me see you. Let me see you out in public, which it's like, what am I going to do? I ain't going to do shit. But also it's just like, it's that primal fear, because motherhood does make you primal and feral. And if it doesn't, I don't trust those moms who aren't like primal and feral, you know? So gross, hate it, disgusting. But the general like temperature of the internet that I've seen passes the vibe check basically.
So I have an influencer that I had to unfollow today because of some stuff I saw on her live video that she had, that a T-Page posted. And it just like really upset me, because I just can't imagine talking to my child that way. And then also her coming out with her apology video, it just didn't seem very sincere to me. It was just really sad. It just showed you how much social media I feel like has gotten to her. To a lot of these creators is what I kind of feel like. I don't know, I may completely be wrong in that. But that's just kind of how I feel in it, and it was just really sickening.
People following a woman that many of us believe both verbally and physically abused her child on live. This just blows my mind. Why people would follow her. She should not have a platform at this point. And people are saying, well, why does it matter to you? Why is it any of your business? It should matter to all of us. It should be everybody's business to make sure that kids are taken care of and that they're not being abused. If you don't see the issue with what she did and you're supporting her, maybe you're part of the problem too, because what she did was absolutely uncalled for.
All right, friends, that is it for this video. Please do not forget about this. Please do not let shitty people on the internet get away with their shitty behaviors, like James Charles. Why y'all think I'm making a video about Michaela every month? Do I need to make a video about James Charles every month? Apparently I need to. I'll get on it. I will get on it. I know there's a lot of shitty people to keep up with. Hello, that's my job. But we cannot let them get away with this. Please do not forget. Do not forget how horrible these people are. Do not forget about their awful actions. This isn't taking a nefarious brand deal. This isn't like not disclosing something. This isn't like being ignorant to something. This is child abuse, in my opinion. And with, looking with my own goddamn eyes. All right. Hey, sorry about that. But if you are subscribed to my channel, your butt looks, girl, I want to be in a room with that thing. Forget Megan Gower. I want to be in a room with that thing in them cheeks, as it is so plump, juicy, cheeked up on a Thursday. I don't know what time it is or day. Anyways, if you are not subscribed, you are dead to me. And I hope that every snack that you eat today is very bland, or that you have diarrhea. I don't know. Subscribe and I'll say nice things to you. Okay, stay spicy, stay assertive. Your feelings are valid. You are valuable, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.